What's up, folks? Just got out of the shower, and if you're following what's going on with Dummy, he did a little work on the door, but it can't get much worse. So my only problem or concern was how much damage he did to himself. It looks like he broke the little scab on his nose again a little bit, but when I got here, he was patiently laying back there on the pillow, looking and waiting for me. So today was a better day. Today was a better day. So that kind of puts me in a good mood. Huh, buddy? So, this dude was here when I left. I left here in April. This dude was here. When I was here in last December, this dude was here. How did they get that primo spot? I don't know. Anyways, what I want to talk about, I was going to make a whole list. And I didn't make a list. Two things for sure. One, this story I am writing is, first of all, it's so much fun. It's like the most fun I can have with my pants on. What if I took my pants off? Anyways, it's just so much fun, and how the story once I start writing, like, I come up with these details and ideas and plot ideas, and I don't know how the story's gonna end though. I got it all up until that point. Once it gets to that point, I'll have to, maybe it'll come to me. It's just weird how things get so much fun. I still like my novel. That I'm writing. That's fun to write too. But for now, this whole kind of magical realism story of a woman who basically solves people's problems with chocolate. It's just, I don't know. It's just awesome. It's so much fun to write. It's enjoyable. I love it. I'm in love with this story, and I'm creating it. It's like I read a story and like, oh, I love this story. I'm in the process of writing this story, and I love it. I'm in love with it. The guy walking with his little girl. So, let me see. What can I tell you? Oh, and I've worked on this big chapter in my novel, like this big chapter. It has very little to do with the story itself, but I kind of did this flashback to when the female character went through this situation, and it was a little bit traumatic. It was hard on her, and I wanted to tell that story so that the thing that happens would, I don't want to give it away, but it was that was fun. It took me a long time. I probably spent a month or maybe even longer working on that one chapter. Usually I can write a chapter in one sitting, maybe two, but that one was like, and its importance is so minimal, but I don't know. Anyways, fiction writer. I'm a fiction writer. So I have two stories going now. Two. The other one, let's see. I don't know, like, I need my character to be in one location, but I needed her to have a pass in another location, and then it just came to me like, oh, I know, I'll do this, and so that's working with a couple of, and so good. At least I think it's good. Or whatever. Anyways, all that's going to be on davidsodawrites.com. I got feedback from a professional writer, author. The guy makes his living off selling stories, books, novels, writes novels. Anyways, his name is David Wright. He is part of the three people who host the podcast Smart Passive. It's fucking Pat Flynn. Self-publishing podcast. They wrote the book Write, Publish, Repeat, great book, and the book Iterate and Optimize. They wrote that one. Those are both great books for authors. It's kind of them that got me writing fiction, because I listened to them because I was trying to publish my books. Here's the thing. I didn't know I was a fiction writer. I thought I was supposed to write self-help books and help people. And that's my ego, right? That's my ego saying, you need to be helping people because that makes you feel good about yourself. Tito's Cafe is breakfast. I want to tell you, got gluten-free pancakes. But it's like, that's my ego wanting to be this leader, mentor, teacher. Although I am a good teacher, it's one of my natural gifts. So, but my ego is like, you write fiction books because you are gonna help people, because you know what people want, blah blah blah. So I cranked out all these books, and nobody's fucking buying them. Although somebody bought not somebody, but I sold 3 Pass Your PT Test books yesterday. 3. That blows my mind, because every now and then, I used to do it every day. When I first published my book, I would check every day how many books I sold. Now I'm like, oh, I haven't checked in a week. I haven't checked in a month. Let me see how many books I've sold. Actually, a month never goes by. A week is more realistic. So I checked, and it showed that I had sold 2 books yesterday morning. So I was like, what books sold? So in order to go through the Kindle thing, you have to select the title and then hit report. So I select the title, hit report, 0 books. I select the title, hit report, 3 books. Now, I only sold 2 seconds ago, but in the few seconds that it took me to check from one title to the next, it showed that I had sold 3 Pass Your PT Test books. One of them in just a second. So that was pretty cool. I almost felt like fucking crying. Because that book is getting no attention. Like, I'm not on a podcast pushing it. I'm not on, I barely mention it on Twitter, if I don't think I do. I think I've stopped putting all my for sale stuff on Twitter. So somebody had to find it. They had to do a search for it. They had to find it. They had to read about it, and thought that it seemed interesting, or that it could solve their problems, which it can. And they bought it. And 3 people had to do this. I sold a couple other ones prior to that a few days ago. But that's cool. I mean, I'm not rich selling 3 books, but the fact that those books in particular, a sale means a lot. Because it only has 2 reviews. Anyways, so fiction writer. So I'm a fucking fiction writer. I write fiction. I write novels. I write stories. Is that right? Am I a novelist? I don't know. I should just say I am a novelist. Well, I haven't written anything. I haven't finished a novel. Now I'm just blabbering. Anyways, last night it came to me, or this morning, that I'm trying to build a book of clientele for personal training, weight loss coaching, and nobody seems to want to hire me. And I see on Facebook all the time these people who are like, I got up at 5 a.m., but it's worth it because I'm going to be the new skinny me. And you see these posts and their check-ins at 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness or Ken 7K, you know. And they're like, hard work, blah, 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 I'm going to do it. And I look at them and shake my head and think that that's not going to work. And usually, no. Usually it doesn't. Usually it doesn't. I'd say 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. But I keep my mouth shut and I watch and I wait and I see. But it never works. It never works. That's why I have a book called Stop Working Out. For weight loss. What are you so excited for? It's not one person, it's not 2 people, it's not 3 people, maybe it's 4. But over the past couple years, I've seen people post their intense workout regimen and that they're gonna get their awesome skinny body. I'm trying to record some shit here, man. And it doesn't work. The posts fade away, the posts stop, and they're still have the same body they had when they started, except there's a little bit more sad and a little bit more disappointed. So if you're one of these people and you want some actual help, you can contact me, or you can buy my book, Stop Working Out, available on Amazon. But Dummy's excited. Huh? Speak. Rusty. Speak. 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 All right, peace out.